Hey guys,
Hey guys.
this is a video about our first stop in Big Bend. Alright guys, Big Bend is where we are at, and we've been here for 3 days. We're going to kind of walk you guys through our journey here. What an amazing place for a first stop. So first day we got here, we realized that it was sweltering hot. So we got almost to the park, or pretty close, and we noticed our tire temps were just like going way up. And then we looked at the thermometer, and it was like in the mid to high 90s. And it has not let up since we've been here.
Yeah.
It has been like 102 every day. So I think it's abnormally like hot for this time of year for them. They were telling us it's maybe mid 80s, upper 80s this time of year typically. And it's extremely dry. So shortly after we got here, we knew we wanted to canoe. And I knew Randy wanted to canoe. So I had her call for the canoeing, but some of them were closed.
Well, I think for the season, one of them was closed for the season, and the other one was fully booked. And so we ended up going with this Far Flung company. That's the name of it. And I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll
tell you a little bit more about that, but they only had an availability the third day, which was actually today. So.
Yeah.
But we want to walk you through kind of our 2 days here. We were the first 2 days we kind of rode the spiders and then went hiking, and so. First day we didn't have any lay of the land. We went through, kind of drove the spiders, and we got to the main central headquarters of the park. This is our group right here. This is our crew. We made it to Big Bend. There's some mountains over here. Look at this. This is phenomenal.
I like to say Big Ben.
Yeah.
But it's Bend.
She could have swore we were going to London.
You're gonna love this place. It smells like a museum.
Do you know what a fossil is?
Yes. They are the remains or traces of animals and plants that lived in a past geological time.
Oh. That's almost like you read that. Okay, Rand, we're gonna show you what Bend is. The Big Bend.
Mm-hmm.
It's this little bend right there. See? It goes up and it bends. Alright, this is our Can-Am.
Right.
It's for Christy Smith. She said she wants to see him more. Can-Am. 3-wheeler, really safe. Super safe. No one has any issues. It looks a lot like Mom and Stan's Can-Am. Pretty cool. This is probably not going to come across very popular, but it was so hot. We were like sweating through our helmets, and there was like no one on the road, and it's like a 2-lane road through the park, very slow, typically kind of
sightseeing,
no
really.
no crossroads really. So
Yeah.
Randy made the decision, right?
Yeah.
To take off the helmets and just kind of ride because it was so incredibly hot.
Only in the park where there wasn't honestly much traffic.
So we left the kind of headquarters and we went up to these Chisos Mountain Range, which is the Chisos Mountain Range is actually the only state park that has their own entire mountain range, and it all lies within the state park. We didn't know that. But it was pretty neat. I think they go up to like 6,000 or 7,000 feet. They have their own like weather up there, much cooler. It's about 15 degrees
much
or so cooler up there. And the first day we went up there, and it was kind of a really cool drive, especially on a motorcycle or a Spider. Really kind of windy, but it was the views you wouldn't have gotten unless you're riding on a motorcycle or a convertible or something like that, where you can see all around, because those mountains are humongous and canyons and stuff like that. So we got up there, ate some lunch, and then we went hiking. We decided we were going to go to this window trail.
No, you're fine. I'm slow.
Where are we going?
Windows.
To the window.
Doesn't take life.
What it is? We're walking up a trail to the window. It's kind of a popular deal here in Big Bend. We're going to the top. Stan leading the way. We got some deer in the woods here. What we got, Troy?
Mule deer.
How big?
Young buck.
Young buck.
But no.
Golly. Look at that.
Why do they look so furry?
He's losing his winter. Yeah. So the first day we got on the wrong path and actually got lost, but we did see some deer and stuff like that.
And we weren't too lost because we ran into the waitress from the restaurant.
Yeah. We knew we were probably on the wrong path because we had hiked up quite a ways, and then we saw
our server. We saw our server with his apron still on. So
walking down, so we're like, I don't think we were on the right path.
Yeah.
So we realized there's a window view trail and a window trail. We decided we didn't have enough time that first day, so we just loaded back up on the Spiders and drove back home. So day 2 was good. Troy and Patty were not with us. They had some truck problems actually when we were winding up the trail up to the Chisos Mountains, and their truck started throwing some codes. And so they had to drive about 2.5 hours to get their truck fixed and do all that. So, but we decided we were going to get back on the Spiders and go to the Santa Elena Canyon, and that is the drive over there was really cool. Very hot, but really cool. And then when we finally got down in there, the cliffs on both sides of this, basically the other side of the Rio, which is Mexico, and then our side, I mean, the videos and pictures and all that kind of stuff will not do it justice. I mean, it just goes up forever and ever and ever. It's so tall.
So tall.
There was some water running down through there, but we didn't want to do the hike up because it was so tall and so big, and the people that were coming back looked like they'd been through hell and back. So
it's hot here.
Yeah. So then we went back up to the Chisos Mountains. We decided that it would be a better hike there in the afternoon when it was cooling down. And so we got to the window trail. And Randy was really excited about the hike. All right, we're fixing to take the window trail. It's 4 miles round trip.
Sorry, a bug went on my nose.
And we are surrounded by God's beauty.
And we got nuts.
The hike.
I honestly was not feeling very good and did not want to do it. And I'm not really sure anybody cared because we didn't. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not sure Randy's just fired up about this hike. But we're doing it. We're doing it.
But I'm glad we did it actually. But I wasn't really feeling it. But it was 2 miles to the window and 2 miles back. And it was beautiful once we got there. I'm glad we did it now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is Texas.
Yeah.
I like it, but I'm...
As far as you can see through that window. Crazy.
You can't leave me.
But I wasn't feeling it.
If you come here, that's definitely a hike you have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing.
It's awesome.
Nothing like it. It's kind of the middle of this cavern that you walk all the way down to the bottom of, and there's this picture frame window looking area that just drops off a cliff on the other side, like a massive cliff. But you can see out onto the valley, and again, videos and pictures won't do it justice. But the only bad thing about it was you hike down to start, so the first 2 miles you're like hiking down, but then you know in the back of your mind that like on the way up is going to be rough. You probably heard the story about the rabbit and the hare. Well, Stan has been almost nearly running this whole time, and now we're headed back up. Which, if you come do this hike, you'd go down first and then you hike back up. Guess who's leading now? He is way back there. We did that. It was good. We beat Stan and Mom quite a bit. And then day 3 was our canoe day. And so day 3 we had to be at the canoe place at
early in the morning at 7:45. We had to be there.
Yep.
And we had a 45-minute drive to Rio Grande Village.
Yep.
And then we put the boats in the water.
For hours.
With what?
If I were back in this town,
The trailer?
like that's some kind of skill.
That'd be half the trip.
I think that'd be your money's worth, I'll tell you that.
The canoe trip was, because there's not a lot of water here because it's so hot, it was kind of dull. Did you think?
Yeah, I think we had envisioned like having these cliffs and walls and canyons like you see, but and you can actually come here and do like a 3 or 4 day like overnight camping trip. That's definitely on the bucket list for me. I asked her and she wasn't.
It's not on my bucket list, but
but it ended up being, it was a decent little canoe trip. It was neat. Actually, when we got there at the end, we did.
I mean, I really didn't feel like there was enough water. I felt like probably they just found some water to kind of keep their business afloat. No pun intended. but it was still fun, and I did enjoy the part where we canoed all the way to our resting spot, and then we got to swim across to Mexico.
I never thought I'd be swimming to Mexico.
Okay. We're swimming to Mexico.
Just don't let anything get in your mouth.
Amoeba?
Yeah.
Oh
my
goodness, he almost went under.
That would have been horrible. Look at your mom's in Mexico.
Mom, you have your passport?
It's fun over here. It's no different than over there.
All right, I'm about to touch Mexico.
Oh, there we go.
In Mexico.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun, I thought. Most people have been to Cancun or whatever, and you see those like little fish tanks they have where you can sit in front of everybody and let them eat the dead skin off your feet, and it's honestly disgusting. But that's really what was going on in the water. Like when you got in the water, they were all over your arms and legs, and so that was interesting.
Yeah, you got a free exfoliation.
But the water was murky, and I didn't stay in it very long. I was like out of there.
Yeah. And then we canoed back. Yeah, we got done there. We came back to the campers, and we ended up going into Terlingua Ghost Town this evening, actually, to look at the ghost town. And we'd heard about this place called DBs Barbecue, actually from somebody at the first day when we went to the headquarters of the
fossil exhibit.
There were 4 people there, 2 couples that they were here playing. They were going to play on Friday night tonight, up there at DBs Barbecue, acoustic guitar. And so they invited us to come. We were going to go there anyway. We'd heard about DBs, and it was really good. And the venue kind of like you look out over the valley, and it was pretty good. And the barbecue was
barbecue was really good. Yeah. The
So-
barbecue was great. Was that the only restaurant in that area? Because
No,
it was
there's
pretty packed.
Starlight Theater.
Oh
or
yeah, that's
something.
right. Yeah, it was really good though.
But yeah, so that's our trip to Big Bend. I feel like you could probably spend a lot more time here. That we actually didn't go to the actual fossil exhibit. Big Bend actually has the largest national park with the largest number of fossils found. Here, dinosaur bones are fossils, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur bones. And so, anyway, we didn't actually go down there because it was another pretty long drive from the headquarters area. But you could probably spend a couple, 2 or 3 more days here pretty easily just looking at all the stuff. But we are headed to Carlsbad tomorrow.
Yep, Carlsbad, New Mexico.
So we're excited about that. We're going to get up early in the morning just to kind of keep the tires cool and take you guys along on our next adventure.
Yep, stay tuned.